Well, hello guys. So today I've come down to a woodland not too far from me, and I've been here quite a few times before, and the last time I came with the camera I wandered round and round and round in circles and couldn't find anything. And I think the main reason for it is sometimes you put too much pressure on yourselves to find an image. If you put that camera on your back and you go out, you've almost committed to trying to find an image. So the thing I did differently this time is a couple of days ago I came for a walk through these woods with my family. No cameras, nothing. Just had a walk with fresh eyes. And immediately subjects just came out of nothing basically. I was walking along thinking, well, there's an image there and an image there. And previously I hadn't seen a thing. Too focused on trying to get that image. So I've come back today and I'm going to try a few of these places that I saw on the way past last time. And I've also found some new ones as well. Just trying not to put all that pressure on myself. So we'll keep wandering around, see what we can find, but I'm settling on this image to start with, and I'll walk you through it once I get set up. So this is the scene that I'm working on, albeit from a slightly different point of view. But basically what I'm trying to do is this fern down here in the bottom, that's to the left of the image. And I'm using this main trunk down here because I really like that as a foreground element. And in the background, which I'll just show you now, it works its way through the scene down and into the trees at the back. Now, as you can see from the back there, there's quite a lot of sky up at this top end, just along here. And what I might have to do, if that's too distracting, is just crop that out. But basically what I want to happen is I want all this nicely in focus down here, and then as it gets into this back section of the image back there, I want to soften it as much as possible. And just use the actual woods as the background of the image, with this the main subject. But as I say, what I might have to do is I've got a good feeling that sky is going to be way too distracting in the scene. So I'm probably going to have to cut the image off somewhere around there so that you're just seeing the background. So tonight it's really quite dark in here, and it's getting on for about 6:30, 7:15. So I'm getting away with it tonight. So I've got sort of really long shutter speeds, and I'm getting away with that because there's absolutely not a breath of air at all. Nothing's moving through here tonight. It's really, really pleasant. Now I'm absolutely loving the actual tree itself because as you can see, the detail and texture in that bark is just absolutely gorgeous. And that makes it really nice as a foreground element. So with this scene as well, I've tried landscape and portrait, and we'll see which works the best. And I'm leaning towards portrait, and I seem to be taking an awful lot of portrait shots recently. But I'm just finding that I just prefer that aspect at the minute, and I don't know why. If there's a significant difference, I'll put both of them up. And you can let me know which one you like, either the landscape version or the portrait version. Now literally only a few meters away from where I took that last image, I found this one. And there's something about the image I really like, but I can't tell you what it is. I think it's maybe just the arch. And I'm not too sure whether it's going to be the image is going to be too left heavy, balanced more to the left is what I mean. Because the tree is basically on the left and it arches over, there's nothing on the right that's quite as heavy to balance it out. And I'm not sure whether I'll get away with that until I get back home and get it on a bigger screen, to be honest. But there's just something about it. Sometimes it's just a case of just taking that image, whether you actually come away with an image or not. Maybe it's just the process of actually taking it and learning from it. Because it's something that you've got to kind of do, is you learn all the time with this. And maybe when I get it back home on the screen, the balance might not be an issue. Maybe it just works by itself as an image anyway. But I'm going to take it because there's just something I like about it and see how it comes out. So again, what I've done with this image is taken a landscape orientation and a portrait orientation. And I'm tending to do this more and more with my woodland photography, is that I'll try both aspects just to see, and I'll take both aspects just to see which works better for me. I know I'm leaning more towards the portrait orientation side of things at the minute, for all of my kind of woodland shots anyway. But I think by taking that landscape image as well, it kind of gives you the scope to see which works best. Sometimes that wider point of view might just give you something extra. But I always take both just to see what happens. Now just a quick interruption to let you know that I'm doing a couple of workshops. I've got one-to-ones now available on my website and I'll leave a link below. And I've also got a Gelt River workshop coming up on, I think that's on the 26th of September, Saturday the 26th of September. So if you go onto my website again, the details are there. Now as you can see, the light's fading in here quite fast. So I'm gonna have to call it quits in here tonight because I'm not gonna get a lot more. So we'll have a walk back to the car, we'll head back to the office and we'll have a look at these images and see how they turn out. Now on the way back to the car, I found this beautiful fern down here and it's getting so dark I can barely see in here, but I'll give it a quick shot. If it turns out all right, then I'll pop it up. But if not, at least we've got it as a reference shot so I can come back to it at another time.